Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Jones. I'm the Office Manager and Assistant Vice President of Finance for the Student Government Association here at UCA, and today I'm going to walk you through the steps to apply for SAFA. The first step is to simply log into your MyUCA account and then go to your OrgSync page. Once this loads, you can go to our SGA page by either clicking down here or going up your organizations and going to SGA. Once in here, just do a quick check to make sure you see the settings icon. This means that you're an administrator for your organization and you have to be an administrator to apply for SAFA. If you see that, you'll see Treasury. You can just go over to Budgets, click on it, and then once you've applied for SAFA, you can see the two areas here. There's SAFA Spring 2014 currently available, and then Fall 2013 Emergency SAFA, which will be open for the remainder of the semester. To apply for a new budget, just simply click New Budget. And then some quick instructions here on how to do it, what SAFA is, and what you can apply for and what you cannot apply for. And then just simply travel down. And in this first category, you're going to have to fill out this mandatory organization form. The mandatory organization form is going to ask for simple things like how many people are in your organization, the organization's name, a brief description of your organization and its purpose, how you benefit UCA as a whole and our student body, a brief description of other areas that you've considered gaining revenue or funding, and then your presenter and their contact information for who will be coming to the SAFA committee or emergency SAFA committee meeting to present your case, depending on which area you're applying for. Once you've filled all this out, you can just click Done. And here you have to fill out a name, so I would just suggest OrgInfo, something simple like that. Mandatory form, and you can leave the description and the amount blank on this one. Then to continue on, just simply do Add Budget, and you see here that it will force you to fill in these forms, but just for time purposes I'm going to close out of these. The different categories are programs, concerts and social events, or conference registration. The most popular being programs. For programs, it's going to ask for advertising, event supplies, miscellaneous, or a speaker that you may be bringing into your event. So for advertising and marketing, a brief description might be a banner. So you can insert that and then how much you believe that's going to cost to purchase, and then don't forget the event name. So I'm going to be very vague on this just because of our purposes here, but it's always good for you to be as descriptive as possible when you're filling out these forms. To do another line, you just add line here and maybe event supplies, a brief description of what that is, and then the amount that you're applying for here, and you see that it continues to add up how much you applied for this event, and then later on you'll see where the total budget here will grow as well. So then the last one you might be applying for here is if you're bringing in a speaker. You can just insert their name here, maybe the date of when they're coming, and then the amount that that person's going to charge here. And then for the next event, you can just do Add Budget Item again. You can disregard that. That won't normally come up once you filled it out the first time. And this may be a registration for a conference that you're attending. So conference registration, you can see here that it's going to require the name, where it's at, if the members of your organization are required, dates, number of members, the cost per member here, and then any additional information you want to give us at the bottom there. So here you're just going to select registration. The total amount is where you're going to insert here. So if you had 10 people going at $10 a person, that would simply be $100. And remember that your maximum to apply for is $1,000 per semester. So this might be your state conference. And then a brief description if you want to fill out anything else. And then again, another event would just simply be adding that. And this time we'll apply for concerts and social events. And we can or these forms because you would have already filled these out at this time. And then advertising, miscellaneous, production setup, security and police, and speaker and performer. Remember, these are all things that are required of large concerts and social events. So these are just trying to help you think ahead of what you're going to need to pay for, even if SGA isn't available to sponsor the entire event. And then remember that you always need to insert a name here, choose your amount, what it's for, brief description, and insert that here. So we'll say $400 for that. And as you see, the total that you applied for would be $2,475. And there's also this area down here if you need to upload or scan any electronic documents that you want the committee to review before making a decision on how much to allocate to y'all. Y'all can just simply do that right here. Any additional comments that you may leave, and then just hit submit. And you'll see here when we hit submit that it's going to require budget name, and then the other fields that we didn't fill out being the forms, the mandatory form, the conference registration form, and so on. Normally when you hit submit, it will take you back to the view right here, and it'll give you a generic view of how much you applied for, and then a pending result of $0 will be the balance that you've been approved for. Once it's been approved, you'll also see that side-by-side view in this location as well with how much you are approved for, and whoever was the presenter will also be notified whenever they can update and see this. But just a quick reminder again to make sure that you are the administrator for your organization, and to do that, just simply, if you're not already one, you'll have to have one of the current administrators for your portal make you an administrator, or you'll have to see Megan Thompson in the Student Life office for instructions on how to go about doing that. Well, thank you very much. I hope this has been informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop by the Student Government office. It's room 208 of the Student Center, and one of our office workers or myself or Dylan Dowdy, the Vice President of Finance, would be more than happy to walk you through the steps to apply for SAFA. Have a good day.